What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and I'm here with another breakdown video of Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Geoff, the Hands of Steel Neal, the dummy of the week last week. So I'm not sure if this fight's still happening, but you know, hey, it is what it is. I've been told it's gonna happen, but my boy Gangsta Grapes, or I Love Grapes, I don't know what his name is now. I mean, the man, he's unknown, killer. A killer at middle school betting, but it is what it is. Shout out to Grapes, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a great fight. I love the fight. I mean, it's good matchmaking. I think it's a good test for Ponzi. Let's see where he's at. Let's see if he can really compete with these guys in the top, 15 at the welterweight division, and let's see where he matches up. Let's see what kind of fights he can get. This guy was ranked number 7 at one point, and he probably deserved a top 5 opponent. Like, I guess they're now 3 years ago. He was gonna fight Robbie Lawler a while back. That fight never materialized, so it is what it is. But yeah, man. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at you if you were leaning towards Geoff Neal. There's a big part of me that kind of leans towards him when I watch the tape, right? When Geoff Neal was good. And I'll specify that. But besides that, I mean, it's really a tale of two tapes. You got one guy that was, both guys actually that were, dubbed the dark horses of their division and kind of went through a slump. Now the difference is Ponzinibbio, he's always kind of lost via knockout. It's the only way you can really beat him. I feel like he's a really good fighter. He has really good pressure. He puts it on you, good hands, decent knockout power, and he's not gonna go nowhere, right? And that's never changed. We saw in his last fight, Miguel Baeza, he never changes. The only problem is he's like 35 years old. But with Geoff Neal, I mean, he legitimately is a different fighter, in my humble opinion. If he can bring it back, he can bring it back. But ever since the motorcycle accident, or whatever happened to him, he hasn't been the same. I feel like he still was beatable before when he was good. That's why I was always going to pick Neil Magny. You can go look at some of my Twitter exchanges back then. I think it was he was going to fight Magny on the Alexander Rakic Anthony Smith card. And I was just talking so much shit. Like, I knew Magny was going to go out there and sun him, but that day. But they ended up never fighting that day. So it is what it is. But yeah, if you watch him now, he's a completely different fighter. But you could make a debate that he was always kind of like that. It's just when he made his UFC run, he looked like a completely different dude. But if we look at where these guys are ranked, yeah, it's a good matchup in the welterweight division. Geoff Neal number 12, Santiago Ponzinibbio number 14. So it's a good leap up for Ponzinibbio. He is going up, so that's good for him. And yeah, I mean, it's a really good matchup. But if we look at the stats, I mean, Geoff Neal comes with a record of 13-4, fights out of Dallas, Texas, age 31, a height of 5'11", and a reach 75. Ponzi's, record of 28-4, so a lot of fucking fights, way more fights than Neal. So there is an experience advantage. He's fighting out of Florida, age 35, so he is near the tail end of his prime. He's 6 foot. So he's a little taller and a reach of 73. So Ponzi does have some small arms. Usually, it looks like he's always dealing with a reach disadvantage. And yeah, so Geoff Neal does have that advantage on him there. He does have the longer arms. Let's see how he will use it. But yeah, I mean, the resumes are completely different, right? You look at what Ponzi has accomplished and the guys he's beaten. His last fight against Miguel Baeza was fucking crazy. Now, Miguel Baeza isn't the greatest fighter of all time. I like the kid a lot now. I'm rooting for him, right? I want to see him go succeed. I think he's a very, very good technical kid. I felt like he was a little overhyped before, and that's why I went with it was crazy. When he fought Ponzi, go check out my breakdown video and go look at the comments and how many people believe Miguel Baeza was the next, I'm sorry, I was just looking at my phone. The next Jesus Christ. It was crazy. Everyone thought he was like the GOAT. And he let a lot of people down, and now people don't really believe in him. People think he's done, which is crazy. I kind of feel bad for him now, but I don't think he's done. I think it's pretty garbage if you don't believe in the kid now, if you were hyping him up before. But But yeah, they thought he was Jesus Christ himself. He's undefeated. But but yeah, I mean, Ponzi kind of exposed a lot of his holes. He's very hittable. And after the first round, he's not as good as he is, and he just put that pressure on him. And I mean, he had a phenomenal fight. They had that their fight still in. I mean, obviously Michael Chandler and Gaethje, they stole it, but I mean they were running with fight of the year for me for most of the months, and then Gaethje and Chandler came out of nowhere, but they had a great fight. Obviously, he has that loss of Ponzinibbio. Not that loss of Ponzinibbio. He has that loss of Ji Lang where he got knocked the fuck out. Wasn't the best thing in the world for him, but you look at the guys he's beaten, right? In the UFC, I mean, Sean Strickland. Obviously, he has that loss of Lorenz Larkin, but Larkin's a pretty good fighter. Beat Court McGee, Zach Cummins, Gunnar Nelson, Mike Perry, Neil Magny. Just legit good guys. I mean, nothing, no like top 5 guys, but really, really legit guys. And guys, he beat Geoff Neal. It's just a fact. But Geoff Neal, I mean, the resumes are different, and Sean Strickland's probably. I mean, I would say Strickland's doing his thing. He's a lot more hot right now, and he's winning. That ain't gonna happen soon enough until my boy Brendan Allen takes care of him. If Brendan Allen wins, I don't know. This might age badly, but it is what it is. I stick by it. But I mean, when Geoff Neal made his run, he beat. He got some other wins, right? The Contender Series win, his Brian Camozo win, but his Frank Camacho victory was what really got him on the scene. And I remember watching this. It was on the Woodley Till card, and he had that head kick knock. It was so brutal. He literally killed Frank Camacho. He murdered him. It was murder. It was live murder that I saw that day, and he got him. Then he beats Bilal Muhammad. I mean, probably his best win. Bilal has been looking pretty good recently. That was a pretty good win for him. He looked really good in there. He knocked him out a few times. Bilal was able to take him down, but he stayed super, super sturdy. And his power is what showed. But he just, again, you watch that fight, he looks like a completely different fighter. He doesn't fight like that. I'm just being honest. Like, I'll talk about it, but he looks different. Against Nico Price, that was very close. I had Nico in that fight. I thought Nico was going to get him out of there. I know people talk about the headbutt, but I thought Nico was going to get him out of there. He got it done with the ground and pound, but I mean, I thought it was kind of lucky. I thought Nico was kind of being stupid. And then the Mike Perry fight. I mean, beating Mike Perry isn't that impressive, but when he did it, and he still is the first person to finish Mike Perry, which is somewhat impressive, I think. He knocked him out. I mean, that was insane, right? So, he got him out of there quick. He looked like he had power and he was going to do something. Then he fights Wonder Boy, right? And everyone's like, well, that's Wonder Boy. He gets a pass. But there were some people still rocking with him. They were like, dark horse this, dark horse that, But, I mean, it is what it is. He got styled on. Then he fought Magny. And, I do have a breakdown on this. I told y'all Magny was going to go out there and school him. And Magny took a soul. And I'm sorry. I know some of y'all are like, no, it was a 15-minute boring decision. No. Blah, blah, blah. Y'all might talk all that shit. But I saw what I saw that day. The people might have not seen it. But Magny went out there, turned that man into a wrestler. He was the one going for takedowns on Magny. Magny was out there sticking the jab. Magny was trying his fucking best Wonder Boy impression in there. He made Geoff Neal look like a fool. And it looked like Geoff Neal just didn't want to get hit. It looked like Geoff Neal, it was almost like he'd been scarred from fucking Wonder Boy's pillow hands. Maybe Wonder Boy put a beating on him, and we don't know. And I think, Wonder Boy really don't got no power like that. But maybe you never know. Maybe Wonder Boy scarred him. But yeah, I mean, he just looked like a rape victim. And I'm sorry, but Geoff Neal, he looked like lesser of a man. I'm just being honest. And then we got to talk about the elephant in the room. he got arrested like a fool. I forgot, it was on Thanksgiving. The man was drunk, shooting his gun like a dummy. He looked like a complete idiot in his mugshot. I mean, I get it. Sometimes, hey, I'm looking rough now, right? I ain't got my cut, right? Y'all see it. I'm thugging it out right now, but I ain't gonna get caught up like that on the street, man. They do a mugshot. I'm like, hey, blood, let me put my do rag on. I ain't finna be looking this busted right now, you know, right? He was looking busted. He had the fro on. I remember Geoff Neal used to have waves, y'all. That boy was dipping. And now he looked like a dope fiend on the street, like you know. So I don't know what else to say. You know, maybe Geoff Neal. I mean, maybe he could knock him out. Maybe he could knock him out. That's about it. I mean, Ponzinibbio's chin is super suspect right now. Ever since that Li Lang fight, you can't trust his chin. But I think personally, he's not fighting the same Geoff Neal that fought Mike Perry. I think he is fighting, like I said, some dope fiend off the street that's too busy getting drunk and dealing with his issues on the street and getting arrested. I think Ponzinibbio is training and working hard to be a world champion. That's his goal. This clown is being a clown. It's just that simple. So I'm gonna take Ponzinibbio. I think Ponzinibbio by decision. I think 2-1. I think probably Geoff Neal's gonna win the first round, and then Ponzi is gonna take it the next two and just outclass. Maybe Ponzi might beat him all three. Maybe Ponzi might fucking finish this dude, and maybe take him to the shadow room. You never know. But I think the safe bet, Ponzi by decision. He is a favorite, and I mean, he could go with Geoff Neal. Wouldn't hurt. Maybe Geoff Neal, you know, since that situation with the police, you know, had a moment with God, you know, maybe found himself, right? Was like, you know what? I'm done being a dummy. I'm done being a dope fiend off the street. I'm going back to being the hands of steel. The hands of steel, you know? And I want to go win fights. I'm going to be like that guy that beat Mike Perry. And he might go out there and knock out Ponzinibbio. I could see it. I really could. He has the power. And, but, I mean, and also he fought like, the way he fought Magny is the way he fought Kevin Holland. So maybe he has an issue with fighting tall fighters. But, so maybe he might match up well with Ponzi because Ponzi's not tall and lanky. But, so I wouldn't be mad at you if you went with that. And I could see that. I could see maybe the reach disadvantage. And maybe mess him up when he fought Magny. And he dealt with Magny's great jab and his length and his GOAT ability. But yeah, I think I'm just sorry, man. When I seen the mugshot, I can't take blood seriously, you know? I can't take blood seriously. So I think Ponzi's gonna win this fight by decision. I think and Ponzi has the better resume. He's fought better competition. I mean, and he doesn't look shot. Geoff Neal looked shot against Magny. Magny took his soul, y'all. I'm sorry. Maybe Wonderboy took his soul. But I like giving Magny that credit because I know it pisses y'all off. So I'm going to take Ponzinibbio by decision. But it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go follow me on my Twitter and my Instagram. All those links will be down below in the description box. If you're new, subscribe, like, comment, share the video. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing. Love y'all and goodbye. Your boy eBay is out of here. And have a good day. I didn't know what else to say.